Thanks for clicking in. We are heading to pickleball, right? Like one of our favorite activities.
Yes.
I say that about every activity. But this is what we do on Sunday mornings. So which center are we going to?
To Big Cypress.
Yes, right. Okay. So we're going to Big Cypress Rec for this, and we're going to an open beginner pickleball. So one thing we've learned, right, being here, it's a little bit intimidating when you first start to look through everything, right? There's so much you can do.
Right. And being used to technology and be able to find things easy on Google, one of the things that you will find is that with the Villages app is that sometimes it's too much information. So you're going to use the newspaper, which to some people may sound old-fashioned, but you're going to use the newspaper along with the app in order to find these locations.
Right? Isn't it funny? When we first came, I remember we were like, newspaper, it comes out every Thursday, and we're reading it every Thursday when it comes out. So it's a really helpful way to find what's going on. So wait, so if you're new to pickleball, which we were when we came,
yeah, we had never played.
Yeah, exactly. So that was like exciting because that's what you want to do here. You want to learn things and be active. But what we found is you want to look for an open beginner pickleball, right? And that makes a big difference.
Yes, we made the mistake of going to one that was open, which meant open to all levels, and that wasn't any fun.
Well, that's okay. So this is something I've come across. Is I've talked to people that say, "Oh, I don't go to pickleball. I went once, and the people were too good for me to play with." But I say, no, that's not the way to look at this. You weren't at the right one, right? Like, so what we found is the same people seem to gravitate toward the same rec center, and you're going to find open beginner pickleball every day of the week at multiple centers. So you have to find your people, right? Like, we have found our people. We love the people at Big Cypress. They're all, there are people that are really good, but they're nice, right? They kind of help out. And that's how you get better when you play with people. But if you go to one and you're intimidated, like they were too good or whatever, just try another one.
It's a very big place.
Right? There's so much to do.
So there's plenty to do.
Exactly. So if you are new to pickleball, here's the one thing. They always have rackets and equipment that you can borrow at the rec centers. But I suggest having your own paddle, and they do provide, you've got plenty of balls there. Calling into one of the centers. They have balls there, and they have water, right, at any of the, open, organized ones. You're always welcome to go play, so you'll want to have a few balls in your bag for if you're just going to go to an open court and just play with another couple or just practice yourselves. We did that in the beginning, right? We wouldn't go to the open at first. We would just go and play, the two of us, or meet other people and play. But highly recommend. But one thing we found that was interesting, right? We went, if you go to an open, beginner or intermediate, whatever level you are, everybody just gets in a big line. And what's nice about that is you're always partnering with different people. Or, you could make it work that you're going to play with friends. Like we always have Wendy and Steve come and meet us here. So sometimes we play with them. But then it is nice to always mix it up and play with other people. And that's how we've made a lot of our friends. So we started with the beginner open. But now we're a member of, I think, 3 groups that meet and play at different times. A lot of times the groups will do things through apps. So if you're not technical on that kind of stuff, you're going to want to learn those apps, right? It makes a big difference.
Yeah, and they're pretty simple. They're basic.
He says that. He's more techie than I am. If you're hearing all this wind, we are doing this right when Debbie is coming in, the tropical storm. You might see sprinklers running behind us. It's really cool. The Villages has an excellent system for making sure our houses don't flood. They'll distribute the water around by running the sprinklers, which brings the water level in the lakes down so that it can grab all that new water coming in. So if you see sprinklers going around us, and it looks a little crazy and small, and then the wind's really picking up. But, we think that you're going to love coming and playing pickleball here. It's great sport, great energy. If you have never played, the Villages do have their own pickleball clinic that you can learn. Which is free, and we'll put the link right underneath so that you can get into that. You don't have to sign up early. So one thing we found here.
And that's really good if you're, really new to it, or you haven't played, because they even have some instructional videos and things.
Exactly. One thing I have learned though, if you want to sign up for something like that, set a reminder on your phone for whenever the site opens up for putting your name in, because it fills up fast. We're here in the summer. You would think things are not going through the sprinklers. You would think that we would be able to get into things easily this summer. Oh my gosh. But it's not true. These clinics fill up really fast. So it opens at a certain time. So let's say it opens on a Thursday, midnight before the following Monday when the clinic is. Set a reminder on your phone so you can get in, because otherwise it's hard. But I'm going to tell you, I'm really happy that we did move here full time in the summer, because things are not as crowded. We're able to get into things usually easier than we would be in the winter when all the storms are on. So just a piece of advice here. I know we're crooked. We're going sideways. Well, the wind is intense. I think this storm is going to be like more than maybe what you're saying.
So we hope we covered everything to get you going in pickleball. Again, you want to use the newspaper to find the location, because the app will give you too many choices. So use the newspaper, find the location.
Be old school, right? Be old school.
Be old school.
And we'll see you after the storm.